An extended stay hotel in East Ridge is now condemned, leaving hundreds without a home.
News Channel 9's Brittany Nicholson has been following this story since last night. She joins us now live to tell us the latest. Brittany.
Yeah, Kim, Calvin, and with that, hundreds are standing out here trying to figure out where they are going to stay tonight. Here's a look at what's going on right now. There are some church buses out here who are trying to figure out who can go with them tonight to stay. I'm told East Ridge United Methodist can take 9 families with them, and they have also contracted out some local missions here who are now asking anyone to bring them hygiene products, food, someone can actually cook for these people. And East Ridge United Methodist, in addition to some other churches who are also here, are asking that people help them find a place to stay permanently, and they're trying to find them some long-term places to stay. Others are out here trying to figure out where they can go, waiting on family to come help them move out. Of course, the other 2 buildings were deemed structurally unsafe, which is what happened with the other 2 buildings yesterday. So this is just all fresh. They found out about a couple hours ago, and they are told they have to be out by 11 o'clock tonight. Of course, this story is still developing. You can depend on us to have the latest as it comes available. Reporting live in East Ridge, Brittany Nicholson, News Channel 9.
Brittany, thank you. And just as she mentioned, hundreds of families are now without a home.
News Channel 9's KELSEY Bagwell was at Superior Creek Lodge earlier today talking to residents about what's next for them. KELSEY.
Calvin, Kim, I spoke to a woman who says the Superior Creek Lodge was a haven for her. The extended stay hotel had a room for her and her family after being homeless just 2 weeks ago. Truck beds and U-Hauls fill with belongings as residents share their anger, anxiety, and fear of what's next.
It's very hard on these people right now, and we understand that. We really do. It's hard on us. But at the end of the day, we have to look out for their safety, and the life safety is our #1 issue.
East Ridge Fire Chief Mike Williams says they received a complaint about the buildings earlier in the week. That's when an inspector noticed structural problems with the outside walkways, rendering 2 of the buildings unlivable, effective immediately last night. Thursday, the other 2 buildings on the property became the subject of inspection. Now both are condemned. Resident SARA GOFF says this couldn't have come at a worse time. They were homeless until 2 weeks ago when Superior Creek Lodge rented her a room.
We were just getting our lives together. I just spent all my money to get pots and pans and things. Last night was the first night in weeks I was actually able to cook my kids a home-cooked meal, and I was so proud of it.
Hours later, neighbors in the building next door had nowhere to go.
Because I refused to let my children see me break down. I refused to let them see me cry. I refused to let this affect them any more than what it already has when we were homeless.
Because this isn't classified as a disaster, the American Red Cross and TEMA are not able to assist the displaced residents. East Ridge officials called Salvation Army to help residents figure out what's next.
We are trying to help them find some place to stay so that Chattanooga doesn't all of a sudden have 300 new homeless people.
Goff says despite the lack of maintenance there, she isn't angry with the complex because they gave her family a chance when other complexes wouldn't. Kim.
KELSEY, thank you. Apartment management wrote each resident a check for the remainder of their rent, and they had nothing to say when we asked them about the building's structural issues.